First here at 6, we have new reporting on the price of paradise and the state of insurance. Good evening and welcome to ABC Action News at 6. I'm Wendy Ryan.
I'm Paula Groen. For years, so many of you have paid higher than average insurance premiums here in the Sunshine State. Those premiums put to the test after this hurricane season.
That's right. And just this morning on Good Morning Tampa Bay, ABC Action News anchor Nadine Yanis introduced you to a single dad in Riverview who's claiming that his was denied. He's one of thousands whose claims were closed without any payment at all because his hurricane deductible was simply too high.
You can have years and years and years of no deductibles and no claims put in, and they're just making straight profit off that. So it's definitely frustrating, and they need to do something about it.
In fact, nearly 170 viewers commented on our social media pages on this very topic, many saying they too were denied by their insurance.
That's including Liz Ann. She's a single mother in Tampa, and she had this question, quote, "You're paying for this insurance, for what purpose?" Tonight, ABC Action News anchor Nadine Yanis continuing her investigation into why nearly half of all hurricane claims are being denied and how sky-high deductibles are leaving Florida homeowners with nothing but the damage left behind.
Well, after years of paying for sky-high insurance rates, you would think after storm season we just had, your insurance company would come through for you. Well, today I am breaking down new data that shows despite the damage that so many homeowners still have all of these months later, the claims on how many have been denied and why.
Don't judge, it kind of all got thrown in here because, but you can see like straight through.
There's more to see in this story.
You can see there's water still coming in right there.
Than just the light coming through Liz Ann's damaged shed.
You can see two sides are bowing apart.
What you can't see
and you paid extra to make sure that this was covered.
Is everything the single mom did before Hurricane Milton to keep her Seminole Heights home protected.
I did everything that I possibly could to be a good homeowner.
She took out all the trees on her property that could come crashing down and even paid more on her insurance premium to make sure her shed and fence were covered.
I upped my insurance specifically to cover these items.
Still, despite that,
they're denying my claim saying it's under deductible.
She's not getting a dime from her insurance company.
So it's like you're paying for this insurance for what purpose?
According to state insurance data in Hurricane Milton, which was a wind, not a flood event, nearly 50% of all claims closed were closed without payment, simply denied. And 40% of those were closed without payment because the claims came in below the deductible. Broken down even further, Citizens, which is Liz's insurer, shows combining all three storms of the claims closed, nearly half, 49%, were closed without payment, denied again. And 35% of those denials were because, again, the damage came below the deductible. This was something Liz tried to avoid.
I specifically didn't want one that high because, God forbid.
Her deductible is only $3,700.
What would you say to Citizens?
That they need to be realistic and pay the claims. Like, no one is out here with a hole in their roof with a tree still in it trying to scam you.
I think that's where people feel like insurance is set up as a scam.
Here's Citizens Property Insurance.
Typically, hurricane deductibles run 2%, 5%, or 10% of what the home's coverage value would be to replace.
10% on a $300,000 home is $30,000. Who has that kind of cash kind of laying around if a storm hit?
We urge our policyholders to speak to their insurance agent, kind of walk through their own situation. Some people are in the financial position where a 10% hurricane deductible makes sense for them. They get lower monthly premiums, but they will have to come up with more cash up front should a big storm hit.
But why is it even set up this way?
The statute actually mandates that there be a hurricane deductible of some kind.
We asked the state's insurance commissioner.
Legislature could certainly make moves to address that. It would just be important that they understand that if they pay a lower deductible, they're likely going to be paying a higher premium.
Simply the price of paradise in Florida, he says. Though it's a cost so many have paid.
No, I'm not going to cry. It's fine.
Still waiting to see if insurance comes through for them.
You expect insurance to come through for you after a storm.
Right. I mean, I did everything right. I did everything I'm supposed to do. Where's their part?
So for many of these homeowners, they now feel helpless, either living with this damage or having to pay for it out of pocket. If you want to see some of this claims data broken down in detail, I have it posted for you right now on abcactionnews.com. In Tampa, I'm Nadine Yanis with photojournalists Randy Wright and Josh Whitston.